Hello everyone. Let us start a new chapter in physics. Chapter 11, Force and Pressure. In this video, we will be dealing with the first part of the chapter covering force and its types. So what is force? Force is a push or pull which changes or tends to change the state of rest or of uniform motion, direction of motion, or shape and size of a body. It is a vector quantity. That is, it has both magnitude and direction. Magnitude means the strength of the force and direction is the direction of application of the force. The SI unit of force is Newton, denoted by capital N. Force acting on a body can change its state of motion or of rest. Either it can stop a moving object. You can see a goalkeeper is stopping a fast moving football. Or force when acts on an object, it can either increase or decrease its speed. Or it can change its direction as well. When you are hitting a fast moving football, it will increase its speed and it can change its direction also. Force acting on an object can change its shape and size. Let us consider an example here. A force F is acting on an object at point A. The point A is the point of application of force and the line AB is the line of action of the force. Now moving on, what is a resultant force? Let us consider an example here where a ball is acted upon by three individual forces, F1, F2 and F3. These three forces can be replaced by a single force F which produce the same effect as done by all the forces collectively. And the force F is called as the resultant force, which is sum of the three individual forces. Now what are balance forces? Let us consider an example in which two people are pushing an object which is at rest. They are applying force in opposite direction. Let F1 and F2 be the two forces which are acting in opposite direction. The condition here is the magnitude of these two forces are equal. So what will happen to the resultant force? It will be 0 because the magnitude of these two forces or the strength of these two forces are same, that is 5 Newton. So what will happen to the object now? Will it move? No, it will remain at rest because the resultant force is 0. So the balance forces can't set any stationary body into motion or it can't change the speed or velocity of a moving body. Now what are unbalanced forces? Let us consider the same example with one change. That is, the magnitude of force F1 is greater than F2. The magnitude of force F1 is 10 Newton and F2 is 5 Newton. Now, the resultant force will be 5 Newton. What will happen to the object now? Will it remain at rest? No, it will be moving along the direction of the greater force. So it is the unbalanced force which can set any stationary body into motion or it can change the direction of a moving body. It can set a moving body at rest. Now comes the types of forces. There are two different types of forces. Number one, it is the contact forces and number two is the non-contact forces. Contact forces are nothing but the force exerted by an object on another object only through physical contact. Types of contact forces are muscular force and frictional force. Non-contact forces are the forces exerted by an object on another object not by physical contact, that is even from a distance. Types of non-contact forces are magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. Let us see about the different types of contact forces in detail. The first one is the muscular force. It is nothing but the force exerted by the muscles of the body when it comes in direct contact with an object. Let me say that you're kicking a football. The muscles of your leg will exert force on the ball when it comes in contact with the football. So it will increase the speed of the football. Similarly, when you are lifting a weight, the muscles of your arm will be exerting a force when it comes in contact with the object. The same condition applies when you are walking, running, or jumping. So it is the force exerted by the muscle when it comes in direct contact with an object. So muscular force is an example for contact force. The next type of contact force is the frictional force. The force which always opposes the motion of one object over another is called as the frictional force. Let us consider an example here. An object is placed on the floor and you are dragging it. The object will be moving along the direction of the applied force and friction will be acting in the direction opposite to the direction of the motion of the object. Similarly, when you are riding a bicycle, the bicycle will be moving forward and the friction offered by the ground will be acting in the direction opposite to the motion of the cycle. So frictional force occurs when two surfaces rub against each other. It is an example for contact force. Now comes the non-contact forces. The first one is magnetic force. It is the force exerted by a magnet. You know that the unlike poles of two magnets attract each other and the like poles repel. Similarly, magnet can attract materials such as iron. Even if the iron piece is kept a bit far off distance from magnet, it will be attracted towards it, even if there is no direct contact. So, magnetic force is an example for non-contact force. The next non-contact force is the electrostatic force. It is the force exerted by an electrically charged object. Let us understand this by means of an example. Take a comb and rub it against your dry hair and take it near bits of paper. What will happen now? The papers will be flying and clinging to the comb. No need to touch the paper. As soon as you are bringing the comb near the paper will be attracted towards the comb. How it is possible? When you are rubbing the comb over your hair, due to friction, the comb will be electrically charged. That is, it will become negative and it will be attracting the positive charges in the paper. So the paper will be flying and clinging to the comb. Even though there is no direct contact, they will be attracted towards each other even if there is a minimum distance between the comb and the paper. So electrostatic force is an example for non-contact force. Now comes the gravitational force. It is Newton who proposed that every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force, and that force is called as the gravitational force. It is with this force the earth is moving around the sun, and even earth will attract or pulls everything towards itself. Let me say that when you are throwing a football or a ball, it will be coming back towards the earth. The earth will be attracting it with the gravitational force, but there is no direct contact between the earth or the object. It is just an attractive force. So gravitational force is an example for non-contact force.